Well, just come back across the border and left what must have been 200-300 Ukrainians on the other side.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? Because for me, I just felt like bursting into tears the whole time when you see these families that have come from Ukraine, and this guy was showing you pictures of what his life was like before. A nice Audi car, really nice house, very middle-class family, very beautiful children, and then the next picture after that of them eating on a picnic. Literally next picture on his phone is a missile stuck in the ground.
Yeah. He said literally they just went to bed at night and then Russia just started bombing their city. So they were from a border town between Russia and Ukraine, and they kind of had a feeling something might start, and then when they were asleep, missiles started landing on their city. It's just like a train hits you with emotion. Like, you can't describe what that feels like, seeing that amount of people. We're like on the west coast of Mexico, like, and they're from Eastern Europe. Like, they've travelled so far to get here. I can't imagine what it's like, and now they're just sat there on the other side of the border, and it's just so hard because it was just so easy for us to walk across the border. They just had a quick check of our passport and we've got in.
Just like that, 5 minutes.
5 minutes to get from Mexico into the US, and they're waiting to be allowed in for a year. It's just so emotional. It's horrendous, really, the feeling leaving them there, to be honest.
And this was Victor and Victoria and their three children. They come from a small Baptist. They got a Baptist church right on the border of Ukraine and Russia.
Yeah.
And they've asked us to pray for them, and they just said what we want to do is that we want to have a shower, have something to eat, and then one day we want to go back, because they just want to rebuild their lives. I mean, this guy was a craftsman. Yeah,
he was showing us photos of his business, building really lovely houses in Ukraine, and then they whilst Russia was bombing their city, they stayed there for a little bit. They were staying in the basement with their parents. And then they decided, we got to get out of here, and they've had to leave their parents behind.
And those photographs of them and their family in that basement, things that we've seen on the news, and then to meet people that literally just less than a week ago were there in that basement. I mean, that's just, it's very harrowing. And then we met so many other Ukrainians who came over and very sort of struggling with English, but at least they were just making signs and saying thank you for praying for us, thank you for that. The whole world seems to be on their side.
Exactly. Yeah, it was crazy. As we were there, with the family we were speaking to literally just met someone from their town who had made it out as well. So it's really, can't believe that something we've seen on the news, we've just lived it right now here in Mexico.
So Leah, do please pray for Ukraine. And we are going to keep in contact with his family. You've got his number, and hopefully he's going to tell us when he gets through to the US and send us some pictures so we can keep you updated. And now we're heading back into San Diego, and then tomorrow morning early back into Guatemala. So thanks everyone for your interest in our work and for your prayers, but particularly do please pray for Ukraine.